Hey guys, so today I just want to do a very quick video on the Moondog Labs anamorphic lens. Now the one that I bought is the 37 millimeter lens. That's the one that has a 37 millimeter threading on the outside. They have other ones that clip onto the side of your iPhone, but they're model specific. So let's say you get an iPhone 7 and you buy the one that goes with the 7, you can't use that on any other phone, which is kind of dumb. I'm not sure why anybody would buy that, but I think that's how they first came out. What I ended up doing was buying this. So what this is, it has a thread on one side and the actual lens on the other. So let me see if I can do this with one hand, which I can. Okay. So this thread, this is just a protective cover. So this comes off, and you can thread this onto a 37 millimeter adapter, I guess, that you would have on several other cases that different companies sell. Now, a lot of these cases are very expensive. They're upwards of $100 or more, above 50, above 70. So it's not a cheap thing as well, because once you have the lens, which is around 175 bucks, now you need to have the case as well that this can plug onto, or screw onto. So what I actually ended up doing is I bought this because I didn't want to keep having to buy different ones for different types of phones every time I upgraded. So this is the actual website. You can see that that's the price of this lens. It's not cheap. And I'm not going to go over what this lens does, because if you're here, you're probably interested more about this specific 37 millimeter Moondog lens, and you already know what this lens does. So what I did was I bought a very cheap iPhone 6s Plus case. This was like, I think I got it at Marshall's. It was like $7 or something. I put some carbon fiber sticker on it just to make it look cool, because you gotta make things look cool. And I went on Amazon. If you search up 37 millimeter clip lens, there are a bunch of these kind of really cheapo Chinese brand lenses that they sell for wide angle and fish lens and this and that. I don't care about the lens at all. I'm not even sure where I put the lens. What I care about is the actual clip part. So what I ended up doing was I bought that clip, and if you look very carefully, I cut the clip portion off, but I just kept the actual 37 millimeter threading portion. And I lined up everything with the iPhone inside, and I ended up just epoxying this to the case. So now this case is dedicated to be used with the Moondog lens. So I saved myself a lot of money and not having to buy one of those expensive cases that are specifically meant for this lens. So overall, everything cost me maybe like, I don't know, 15 bucks. So this whole thing cost me 15 bucks to do. Again, you'll have to epoxy and stuff, but it saves you a lot of money and a lot of headache. So what this lens is pretty much is, it gives you a widescreen or cinematic look without having that fisheye distortion that you get with these kind of generic type lenses that you can get on Amazon. This gives you a very professional look. I'm no photographer or videographer by any means, so I'm not sure if I could even explain the details to you, but you'll probably hear, you know what this does. This comes in this little case, and you take it out and you start using it. So what I'll do right now, actually, I'm kind of all over the place. This actually goes very well with a gimbal. This is a 3-axis gimbal. This is the Zhiyun. I'm not sure. Zhiyun Smooth C, I believe. Anyways, this is a gimbal. It stabilizes the camera. So right now I'm holding it with my hand, so it's not that stable. Here, I'll put this dragon up here, so you can see that I'm rotating around here, and this is what the footage looks like with the regular iPhone 6s Plus camera. This is shooting in 4K, and I can come in and out. What I'll do next is I'll put the Moondog lens on, and I will also put it on the the gimbal, just to kind of show you the difference and how you can kind of get these like panning type shots that are very smooth, and how the anamorphic lens looks as well. So let me put that on. And okay, so I still don't have the lens on, but I just want to show you before I put the lens on, the image kind of looks funny because it's not processed properly. I'm using an app called Filmic Pro, and I'm going to put the lens on and then turn the gimbal on, and you'll see the difference. So right now there is no lens on. So this is the lens, and I'm going to screw it. So now you can see what the video looks like once it's de-squeezed within the Filmic Pro app. So you can see it gives you a very wide angle kind of cinematic look. This is not the best setting. Obviously it's inside my living room. And I'll put a link to a video I did out on the boardwalk without the gimbal. But now you can see I've turned the gimbal on, and I'll just kind of do a few shots just to show how smoothly the gimbal and the lens kind of operate together. Not the most ideal conditions, but you'll get an idea of what kind of quality you can expect. Again, somebody who's a professional and knows how to use this properly, they can take this a lot further. And there have been movies that have been made with this entire setup with the gimbal and lens. So yeah. So that was a quick demo of the anamorphic lens from Moondog Labs, and my hack. And also I would recommend to get some kind of a case or something, or make one. I ended up just making one. Put some foam padding inside, and then you have the cover, and I glued a little lanyard kind of thing on top just to keep it safe, because 175 bucks is not cheap for a lens that you will be putting on your phone. So keep it safe, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, take care.